One more thing about implementing a vision. Hi, this is Wiji, mentor, life coach, and much more. Thank you so much for tuning into this channel so that we can learn and grow together. To all my subscribers, all my viewers, I really want to appreciate you. Thank you so much for being with me all this time. I'm also welcoming all subscribers and new members to this channel. So, I've been talking about vision-oriented mindset. What is that do you desire to do? If you have watched my videos, that is what I've been talking about. I did a video, and this was the last video, part 4 of about vision, because I'm not going to talk about vision again. So, when I was talking about the battle from within, I omitted number 4 and I jumped up to number 5 because I was talking about 5 key things that can hinder you from implementing that vision. And number 4 is the one I want to address today. When I sat and after recording and watched that video, I realized that I have to do number 4 because number 4 carries number 1, number 2, and number 3. And number 4 is very, very important. And without further ado, let's go. Number 4, validation. Validation. Validation, it's about support. It's about confirmation. It's about approval. So, validation can hinder you from implementing that vision. Remember, I'm talking about the battle from within. And the battle from within affects your mind. Because validation comes from somebody. You are waiting for somebody to validate you. You are waiting for somebody to support you, to approve, or to give you approval of that idea you have. And you expect it from somebody else. Remember, I've talked about people. But now in validation, this one, you go and share maybe the idea of the vision you have to somebody, and this person is very, very close to you. The problem is, you wait this person to tell you, to give you a go-ahead, to tell you now you can move on. You wait this person to give you kind words, to give you motivation, you know, that morale, that support. Why it's going to hinder you? Because you might wait for that validation and it might not come. Maybe you need financial support and this person has told you to wait or has a negative thought about your idea. So you might find that you will not implement that idea. Remember, I've told you that validation, it includes, it's like 3 in 1. It includes the fear. If you have watched that video, which I would like you to go and watch so that you can understand what I'm talking about, you see those number 1, number 2, and number 3, it is like 3 in 1 when we are talking about validation. I will explain further and I will give an example of validation. You have shared your idea with somebody, and this person might be very close to you, because if you can share this idea with somebody, that person matters to you a lot. Validation, I'll give an example and say this. What you are waiting for and why it's going to hinder you. It is because you are waiting a go ahead. I want to give an example of traffic lights. Traffic lights, they control the traffic, the many vehicles, especially in urban areas. And when you see traffic lights and you are the driver, when it turns red, you are supposed to stop. All vehicles should stop. So, and for pedestrian, it turns green. I don't want to focus on the pedestrian, I want to focus on the driver, and the driver is you. So, you have to be alert. You have to get ready, because That red has told you to stop, but not to stop entirely. You are supposed to be alert, and there will be a light to show you that you are almost now moving. So the red will turn to amber. Amber is to tell you get ready. The vehicle will start moving. You have to put your gear on check. Everything on check. The car is still running. So when it turns green, it is time to move. And you have to move fast because there are other vehicles behind you. You have to move fast. Now, what I'm saying is that you are waiting for validation, like you are in a traffic light. You are the driver of your vision. Now, sometimes those traffic lights might not work, and a traffic policeman might be involved. So in your case, you know whether you have the support or not, because of the actions, and actions speak louder than words. If this person is not using words, actions can tell. That is what I'm calling validation. You are waiting for somebody else to tell you now, it's okay, now you can move on. But that person, what if that person fails to tell you move on, approve, like now you can go. It's time, it's ready, it's now, it is green, it is now and not tomorrow. What if that person is not there? What are you supposed to do? That is why I'm saying you are waiting. That is the validation. Hey, go, you are going to make it. You are doing well. This is great idea. That is what you are waiting. Oh, yes, I am going to support you, especially those who are, maybe you are waiting for the person to support you financially. And that person can tell you to wait. Then you might wait forever. And what I mean is that you never do it. You never do it. You never implement that vision because you are waiting for that validation. You are waiting for that confirmation that you are doing good, that you can make it, that you are designed to do it, that you are best placed in that situation or in that capacity or in that, you are praised well, you are doing well. Yeah, you have all what it takes. That is what you are waiting. And my answer to this question is, don't wait to be validated. It's going to hinder you from implementing that vision. And this validation, you have to support yourself. You have to confirm yourself. You have to approve yourself. It's like writing a letter. Write a letter. You own this letter. You sign it. You put a stamp and sign it. And recommend it. And you are not recommending it to give anybody. You are recommending it for yourself. Recommend yourself. Recommend yourself. Because vision, most of the times, you don't get supportive system. Now, maybe you are asking me, who is this person I'm expecting to get validation from? And that is why I'm telling you how important it is if you can win this battle of the battle from within. I have said, if you win the battle from within, it is easy to win the battle from without. Go and watch those videos. Now, this one, validation, I've told you it has carried number 1, number 2, and number 3. Number 5, I said, is finances. So, it means you never do. You shrink and you shall never know what you came on earth to do or what God wanted you to do. It is going to be buried and it's going to be not even history. History is good because it is written. People can come and find books and read. It will remain in your mind forever. It will remain in your heart. It will remain in your mind. You are going to mesmerize about it. You are going to, and I don't want to go further. 2 people I want to mention. you are waiting that validation to come from. And these two people are very, very important people to you. Number one of these people you are waiting for that validation from is a parent. A parent. A parent is a very, very important person in our life. If even me, I have parents. I have a parent. You feel you are safe. If you have an idea and you want to implement, you want to do it, the person you can trust most is a parent. So you learn there. Because I have said, validation, you have shared the vision. Because that is why you are waiting for validation. You have shared it. So you go there. Unfortunately, like I have been saying, the vision belongs to the owner. There is no support. There is no confirmation. There is no that supportive system. There is no that approval or that moral support. Then missing from a parent. Why? Because a parent may have a different idea or a different point of view. So he might tell you if he's a father, or she might tell you if she's a mother, maybe I don't find it good, or it can wait. If that parent is not going to talk, you can see by the way he is behaving or she is behaving. I want to give an example, a quick one. And I always say that this is global. There is somebody I want to talk about. And this person, you know him. He is known all over the world. He's a celeb. He is one of the richest men in the world. Or one of the richest comedians in the world. And he's called Steve Harvey. I watched when Steve Harvey was talking about, he cried, talking about his life. One of the best comedians in the whole world. One of the millionaires in terms of US dollars in the world. He's from America. And I listened when he was talking about his life. And I picked something when he was talking about himself. The father didn't want him to do comedy. Steve Harvey wanted to do comedy. And he was feeling this is the time, this is what is going good for me. They differed. Completely they differed. The father was working in a gold mine. He was a gold miner. And he was very strict. And I think it is maybe because of where he was coming from, how he was raised and everything, that matters a lot. Because he wanted Steve Harvey to follow him, to follow his destiny, or to do whatever he's doing, maybe to join in with the gold mining and everything. But Steve Harvey wanted to do comedy, and the father was telling Steve, are you listening to yourself? Talking and people are laughing, you are making people to laugh, and you think that can bring food on the table. Not in my house, not here. You are not going to do it. This is what I want you to do it. And Steve is saying, no, this is what I want to do it. So what happened? The father, this is my house. You have to follow what goes here. You have to follow my instructions. And Steve was, if I can't do comedy, then who else can do? And the father said, not here. So you cannot do whatever I'm telling you. Get out of my house. Whether he was told get out, or he's the one who decided to go, the father said categorically, I don't want that. Full stop. This is my house. Steve Harvey decided to go. Before he became who you know he is. He suffered. Go and listen to his speeches. He really suffered. You know, in America, those areas we have winter. And during winter, it is usually very cold. So he could sleep outside there. Sometimes in a vehicle. He has a vehicle, but he is still, that is his house, it is everything. He suffered a lot. Then he made it. When he made it, of course the father knew. But the father could talk about Steve Harvey, to everybody that my son is doing great, good job, kudos. That's my son. And bragging about the son. But he never called to tell Steve, you are doing great, my son. You know, I was wrong. You know, I was wrong, my son. You are doing great. I was wrong. He didn't. When Steve Harvey ran away, the father was saying this, he cannot disobey me. Let him suffer. Let him come back here kneeling. Let him come back here. You know, it was all about ego. Let him come, let him suffer. Don't even help him. But Steve Harvey somehow, I don't know whether he's a prayerful person, he made it. Then Steve Harvey, on the other hand, is like, my dad thought this was BS. And he knows I've made it. Who is going to pick that phone and call him? And how he treated me. So what am I saying? They stayed like that. They're not. Maybe Steve Harvey was helping them financially, but any relationship or conversation with the father, it was zero. And for 40 years, it was like that. Until the father got sick, and he was very sick in hospital. And he told the sister to Steve Harvey, go and look, where is Steve? Where is Steve? And the sister went and told Steve Harvey, Dad is very, very sick, and he asking for you. Of course, Steve didn't want the father to be in bad health. So they ran there, and the two of them, they had a very emotional reunion. Unfortunately, it never lasted for a long time because the father died. And Steve Harvey felt very bad because they had made it up their differences with the father. Now he is no more. And during the funeral of the father, he talked about that whatever, if you differ in those many ways, don't wait for so long to make it right. Because Steve Harvey said, I was not calling, I was waiting for Dad to call me and tell me I did you wrong and you have made it. You know I was wrong. Even if not to say sorry, he needed the father to call. Now the father was saying, on the other hand, he wanted Steve to call him. And now Steve is waiting for the father. The father is waiting for Steve. I'm a parent. And because I'm a parent, if I'm told to comment on that, I would say the father could have reached for Steve. That is because I'm a parent. There is no way a young person, because I have children, misbehave or do things and I feel that it's offensive or it doesn't make sense or it has taken so long and I don't want to know how my child is doing. So he could have said this, swallow the pride and say, you know, Steve, you are doing great, son. You are doing well. I've been laughing all day. I've been laughing all day. Hey, this is great. You know, I was wrong, you know. I was wrong. You know, Papa. Papa is proud of you. Oh, that one was enough for Steve to go run into the father. It's a way of saying sorry. But I understand this man. This man was raised by maybe parents who are there during slave trade in America. And they were hard. They were hard because they were meant to be hard people. To be very strict, very hard. Maybe it is upbringing or his own personality. These people who are, when he says something very strict. And yeah, I don't want to go to details. That is what I want to say. A parent can hinder because he might not approve. So that can hinder you from implementing that vision. And also not even telling you this is my house, like I have talked about Steve Harvey's father. Maybe he has told you wait, but you are waiting forever. He has not given you anything. He has not even encouraged you using encouraging words. That whatever you want to do is good. Try and fail. You better try and fail. He has not even encouraged you. He's maybe telling you to wait because of financial constraints and everything. But you are just there waiting because this is a parent. You are still hanging on there that he is going to assist you. Or she is going to assist you if you have a mother. A mother might tell you, see your siblings here, there is nobody to take care of them. Women can give you all sorts of reasons. Look at your brothers, look at your sisters, your father is not here, or sijui what, doesn't support, nini, your father went where. The mother can also do that. But in this case, male parents, the fathers, most of the times are the ones who become hardy when it comes to giving you support to implement something. A mother might refuse, but eventually she might give in. But fathers, ask me, it is tough. So if it is money, and or another thing about the father, because please don't take me wrongly. If you are a man, don't take me wrongly, because sometimes a father can be right, and can be right in this way. Like Steve Harvey, maybe he was in college and he was dropping out of college. As a parent, you are going to get concerned. What I can say is that, and I know even Steve Harvey, maybe he would have made it later in life, I don't know. But what I want to say is that if you are maybe in a running institution, that is not the right time. Vision or this idea has a time frame. A time frame, I mean, there is the right time to do it, and maybe the father is considering that it is not the right time for you to do it. Your dad might tell you, no son, no daughter, not now, or I don't see this and that adding up. In a running institution, you are supposed to learn. And now, God does not confuse himself. If you have been following me, I've talked about God a lot. There is the owner of the vision. The owner of the vision is you. The giver of the vision of that idea is God. How can God give you a vision, then at the end of the day, God wants you to mess yourself up? If you look around in wherever you are, you have seen people who started very well when they were young, but now they are adults. The idea was there, but the time frame was wrong. Other people came and managed them, messed them up, or just peer pressure, or just those things in the world like drugs and everything, because this person has money. So they end up messing themselves up with the vision or the idea. So the father might see like, no, not now. You also need to be educated. How are you going to handle success? This achievement, how are you going to handle the success? Because even if I've talked about experts in the battle from without, that you can hire experts. If you are educated, you might not understand what maybe exactly is being done, but your IQ is high, and that's why I say get knowledge. God does not want you to mess yourself up. If you are listening to me and you are a young person, I would advise you to complete schooling. Make sure that you have gone to school, you have gone to college, you have even a degree. Right now, jobs are very scarce. That you need to have an idea. You need to have a vision, something you can do for yourself, and it can be a good thing to do. So that knowledge you are acquiring right now, no matter the urge of implementing whatever you want, you feel inside you, just hold on. So there is that parent who can see that and see, no, you have to hold on because of that. For Steve, he made it. But if you happen to be in a third world country and start misbehaving, and maybe you become like Steve Harvey, that you want to risk yourself to go and sleep on the streets, that one also, for Steve Harvey, let it be for Steve Harvey, because this is that world and that's where I am. So, hold on. But this video is very important for somebody who has cleared college, university. You have looked for a job maybe for 5 years, you cannot get this job. 10 years, there are people who have stayed for 10 years. There is this idea you want to implement. And now I'm saying waiting, because the father maybe the resources are not there, or he's thinking he has another idea. He maybe himself, he wanted to be a doctor. And the line you have taken is something else. Maybe you want business. He keeps on telling you, wait, might wait forever. You can start small. Don't wait to be validated, to be told you are going to make it by anybody. Validate yourself. If you wait, you are waiting for somebody to tell you are good to go. Those traffic lights I'm talking about, you are going to wait forever. Maybe yourself, you want to go and do agro business, but your father wants maybe to go and join him in his hardware. He wants you to venture in spare parts and everything, but you are for agro business, then you can't agree. If you can't agree right now, you are mature enough. You are mature enough, because me, I'm just a God messenger. I'm just a God messenger. You are mature enough. You are no longer now a baby. You are no longer now, you are still schooling. You know when you are doing things wrong, you know. When you are doing things right, you know. So you go ahead. Don't wait for that validation. There are parents who can support their kids, others cannot. And if you are a lady, maybe you are being told, what is this idea you have? You are supposed to think of marriage. You are supposed to think of babies. Now you are old enough. You are supposed to think of you are supposed to think of settling down, not those things you are talking about. Yeah, parents are going to tell you that the time is running out. What are you telling you? You're supposed to bring a husband here. So go ahead and do it. Number 2, a spouse. A spouse. A spouse is husband and wife. That person can hinder you from implementing that vision. That person can hinder you. It can be a battle from within, because you are waiting for this person to validate you. You want this person to tell you, oh, you are doing well, my wife, my husband. What a brilliant idea you have. This is so great. I'm so proud of you. But it's not happening. It's not happening. So if you are a man, the wife is nagging you, or the wife is just, okay, what are you talking? Okay, I see, all right. And you know that is mockery. Oh, so and so started. What happened? I don't want to be in that mess, Or she's not talking, but actions speak louder than words. You go ahead and do it. The good thing about men is that they are in charge of everything. In the marriage, men are in charge. Out there, in every place, a man has an upper hand. And it's not me who, it's the way naturally. It is like that. So the man can still go and pursue. Even if the wife is not supporting. The wife will catch up later. Because maybe you know how to talk to her, tell her this money or what. No, let's try. Maybe eventually she will give you. So you still carry yourself forward and do it. So for a wife who is stopping you, or who is not, because you have shared, remember you have shared this vision with the person. So the wife is not telling you anything, but she's not in support. You still do it. Because you are the man of the house. You still do it. So go ahead and do it. Even if she's not in support of that. But when it comes to the lady, hey, that's where the problem now is. The wife has to share with the husband, and the husband has to approve. The approval I'm talking about. The confirmation I've been talking about. That support. It might be the husband is not in support. The husband is not approving. He can say with words or actions. Maybe you need financial support, and he's telling you to wait. He's not telling you to wait because he doesn't have money. Because he's your husband, you know him. It's because he cannot approve what you want to do. And maybe according to him, it doesn't make sense. So instead of telling you no, he tells you to wait, and you wait forever. So in your mind, you think, or maybe that cousin of mine is not good enough, because remember, this person is the closest person in your life, a father and a wife, or a husband, or a mother. Those 4 people I'm talking about are very close to you. You think if my husband cannot approve that, let me not dare. Because my husband knows me very well. Maybe I'm just thinking that I am able to do it and I am not. You think that you are not good enough. It is the worst ever that can happen to any woman on the planet. Because the husband is not approving that idea of the wife. If that idea was his and the wife is against it, he will still do it. But when it comes to wife, it is no, 0, 0, 0. 0 action. So that is going to hinder you, because you are waiting for your husband to support you, to approve, to confirm, to give you moral support. And then number 1, number 2, and number 3, you dive in the validation, because I have talked about 3 in 1. You never do until Jesus comes. You never do. It will remain in your mind and your soul. You never do it. If you are a single, you are a man and you are single, you are going to do it harder. Harder. You have to work very hard. A wife might not support, but there is a way the man can convince the wife and the wife can support. Men, every man for himself. So he's minding his own business. So mind yours. Have you ever seen men driving and there are no traffic lights or police, traffic police, how they behave? Have you ever seen that? They're the one who caused this jam. Everyone want to move the vehicle like this. All of a sudden jam. There's nobody who can pass through. All the vehicles, they have crisscrossed the whole place. It's because a man wants to put himself forward, the other one want to put, they don't want to give another one that opportunity, that chance. So for a man, it's hard. You have to work very hard. For a single lady, you are the best. For a single lady, you are the best. You have the vision, you have the idea, you just need to wake up. And why I'm saying the best, there's somebody who can tell me, no, their finances, they are hot. Let me tell you. So long as you have the vision, and the vision I've said, it is the pusher. That idea you have, and you go and give somebody else, you share with somebody, and that person can see that here we are going to make money. I tell you, people will help you. It is when you don't have a vision, you perish. But when you have a vision, you get somebody to support you. And the best people I know can really support ladies, they are men. You, a man is going to support you. But me, a fellow woman who is married, will not get support from men. Because the husband, so that another man can come and support the wife, what do you think the husband will say? There must be, maybe the husband had not agreed. So the wife is going to look for somebody else to help her. And it can be a problem. It can create chaos in marriage. So men want, okay, let me not do it. She has a good idea. I know she can do great, but let me take a back seat because of the man. The man might say things, I don't want to go to details about the wife. So the wife, generally, the wife only the God can help her. Because the man now, the idea is there. But the person who wants to come to help, the man is going to even talk nonsense. talk a lot of stuff. Maybe she has an affair with the man and all that, and he knows it is a lie. It's because at the end of the day, he doesn't want you to be supported by anybody. And when he's telling you, what about the children? He's going to mention about the children. He's going to say, no, look at this home. We don't have resources. We don't have enough money. The children, you are the mother. Especially if you are a housewife, my goodness. You are going to depend on God 24/7 if you are a housewife. It is even worse if you are a housewife and you are trying to get that idea to do something. This I'm going to tell you. I'm going to add something here. Because he's going to use children, who is going to raise children, this and this is happening. There are things which are obvious. And God made things to be obvious. Bearing children for a man, if a man meets with a woman, and they do whatever they do, they are going to produce babies. That one is not news to God. That one is normal. Those are the responsibilities we have. The idea I'm talking about here is not bearing children or being called a father or a mother. No. Or I have done so well. I'm doing so great. Like a proverb that warns woman in the Bible. Proverb that warns in the Bible. This is nothing to do with a marriage, whether you are a wife, you should submit, to do what. No. This is something different. About bearing children or submitting or supporting your family, you know that. Those are departments. God has given us departments to run departments in this life. I'm talking about assignment. Assignment is that idea maybe you have. What has God assigned you to do? Because that one is what counts. Not the mini babies or how submissive you are. Or how you look after your family very well. At the end of the day, what will you take to God? What is the work? Because that is what I've been talking about here. Inventing something. Like when I've been talking about the Wright brothers. Inventing aeroplanes. What if you as a man, you are the one who is going to invent something that is going to help the world? And here you are talking about that I look after my wife very well, I look after my children, I've taken them to school. It is your responsibility to do all that. And God knows you can do it. You are capable of doing it. We are talking here about an assignment. An assignment is going to lead you to your destiny. Why are you here on earth? It is in that idea. It is in that vision. Because God will always choose your path with what comes in your mind. Because He's the giver of the vision. So, I was talking about a single lady. Wake up, go, implement. And if you share this idea or vision with other people, you see a lot of help, especially from men. Men never disappoint. Yeah, and I don't want to go to details, but men don't disappoint. But naturally, men like helping. Have you ever seen a woman who is shouting, and another guy shouting? Men will run there, but they run to see what is happening to the woman. Naturally, men will run to the woman. Men will run to the woman to check what is happening there. And really, if she is in a mess or in problems, they are going to help. And if she is naked, they are going to call and even take whatever other women have, like something to cover the woman. They will not laugh at that woman. I tell you. Even Adif has done something to the wife. Adif has done something to the woman or a girl. You see how me are being helped. I'm talking of the things I go through here. There is nothing I've not got. I'm talking of the things I know very well. So many men have really rescued me from different, mess here and there. They will learn and they will make sure that you are okay. But our fellow men there are shouting, you are a man, sort yourself out. Ebu, sort yourself out. When mwanaume, you are not even supposed to cry. What is happening? Shouting like a mumama. Wewe una mumama mwingi sana. Ai, wachana nini? Sasa niacha kazi yangu nikuja niangalie mwanamume mwingine anapiga duru. Hata mwanamume mwingine anapiga duru hapa, nini somebody, nimeibiwa simu. Mwanaume anapiga duru, simu na analia. Wanaume tamwambia ebu kaniwa pia. Ai, we enda zako. Unafikiria nini? Tumenyang'anywa ngapi? Be a man. Be a man enough. Hakuna huruma kwa mwanaume. Yes. That's why I'm saying if you're a single man, you have to put yourself forward. You have really to get serious in business. You have to be serious and you have to work with serious people if you want to make it in this life. But bottom line, if you have a vision, it will lead you to the right people. It will lead you to the right people. You see people to work with you because you have a vision. Only those who perish, only those people without vision perish, and you already have it. Why not go there and implement? If you are a young person, I have said, time frame is very important so that you not end up messing yourself up. We have seen people who are doing very well in life, but later in their later days, they are in a mess. So have you ever asked yourself what really happened? Time frame is also very important. Yes, that is what I wanted to say. And I am done with this topic of vision or vision-oriented mindset. My final remarks is do well, excel, and please don't forget to subscribe, to like the video, to share the video. I talked about something happened that made me take a break, and that a break affected my channel because YouTube algorithm only recognize and push forward the videos when people are watching, liking, they are commenting. And watching is not 1 to 2 minutes and then you get out. You might not get my message clearly. You might take a small portion and maybe just come out with a judgment, which is not okay. So the algorithm went back to zero. It's like I've started this channel afresh. I have to build myself up again for the videos to be promoted, not just the video. Support my online ministry. This is also ministry I'm doing. In whichever form you can, support me, because doing content, recording videos, to be in social, it's not an easy thing to do. It's a hard thing to do. And if you have been doing like what I do, you know what I mean. It's a hard thing to do. And especially if there is something maybe happened to you and affected your inner self. Because doing content, you have to be sober, I tell you. You have to be sober for you to sit down and construct something and get all these ideas to make a video, to talk. It is even become harder when it comes to languages, and I always talk about it because English is not my first language. It's one of the languages I've learned. So if I was talking maybe in mother tongue, I can maybe flow better. I'll do a video talking about the languages so that I can encourage somebody there who is not eloquent in English. I know English, Swahili, and then I know other languages because I come from Kenya, and Kenya is a diverse country with many tribes, many languages are spoken. Yeah, I've talked about all that. Please subscribe, support this online ministry. I am doing. I didn't want to. I didn't want it. I didn't want actually my path, because I'm talking about vision. You might see you have that vision or idea, but you are doubting. It is normal. You are fearing. It is normal. All those things I've talked about is normal to feel the way you can feel. Like me, there are those things I feared and I felt bad about it. But the vision giver is God, is going to support you. All the best. See you soon. God bless you. Bye.